Did Harada just confirm a future DLC character for Tekken 8? Now, I'm sure as you all know, Harada's pretty active on Twitter, X, whatever the heck you want to call it. In fact, I'm pretty sure he posts there every day, and it's not just him posting his general ideas or reposting whatever the main Tekken Twitter account is putting up there. He's constantly interacting with fans, with their suggestions, with their fan art. He also likes to promote certain Tekken 8 tournaments that content creators on YouTube or Twitch are making. Me personally, I feel like it's really important when a game developer interacts with their community because it helps make the game better. They hear what the community saying, maybe some issues that are going on, and they're able to address them. I think it's pretty cool. I respect it. But with that being said, Harada is constantly getting character suggestions from fans who want to see their favorite character from a certain game series or anime or whatever be put in Tekken 8. Because as we've talked about before, with Negan joining back in Tekken 7, literally anybody can join. Like, there is no barrier or anything. Okay, there might be a few. Actually, no. No, I don't think there are. Now, the thing that you do have to understand is that it's not as simple to just be like, hey, I like your character from One Punch Man. Can I put him in my game? Like, things have to align perfectly. And Harada talked about this in the recent IGN interview with Akuma joining back in Tekken 7. It's a huge discussion that has to go on between the companies to figure out how they're going to do this crossover. So it's not as simple as just being like, you know, just pick and choose. Oh yeah, that'd be a cool character. Boom, put him in my game. There's a whole business side to it. And while it is fun to speculate and also just suggest the craziest characters, you kind of got to be logical. They're not gonna put SpongeBob in this game. Like, come on now. If they put SpongeBob in Tekken 8, I'll delete my YouTube channel. Harada, please don't put SpongeBob in this game. Now, with that being said, we have this image here with someone suggesting Akira Yuki as the final DLC character for Season 1. Pinging Tekken, Sega, Harada, saying, let's make it happen. Now, I've already talked about who I think the final DLC character will be, more or less, just kind of speculating. I might make a video that's like going into the real specifics of like the top 5 characters that I want. I don't know. Those are always fun videos to make. But the thing is, Akira actually makes sense. And I've technically talked about him before, or Virtual Fighter at least, in a video like months ago. And the interesting thing here is Harada's response, saying first they should announce Virtual Fighter 6, then we'll talk. For those of you that don't know, the initial release date for Virtual Fighter 5 was July 12th, 2006. That is insane. It's been almost 20 years. Now, it's not like we haven't seen this character in 20 years. I mean, he's appeared in quite a bit of stuff. I mean, there's a list here, man. Fighters Mega Mix, Sonic, Sega All-Star Racing, kind of a weird one, but alright. Dead or Alive 5, Project X Zone, who knows that game? Dengeki Bunku Fighting Climax, Sega Heroes, and even being an assist trophy in Super Smash Bros. And I think that's why Akira, even if you haven't played the Virtual Fighter games, he's recognizable. He's been in a lot of stuff. And me personally, I just feel like he'd fit really well in Tekken. Tekken and Virtual Fighter are arguably, in my opinion, actually undoubtedly the two most popular 3D fighting games out there. And while Virtual Fighter was the first to be released out of these two franchises, I think Tekken is what really made the 3D fighting game genre popular. And as of right now, it's the only game series that still has its skin in the game, literally. What other big 3D fighters are out there? You could argue Soul Calibur, I guess, but it's also been a while since we've seen a new game from that series. I guess it depends on your definition of a while. Soul Calibur 6 came out back in 2018, which doesn't sound too long ago, but that's 6 years. And I think that's why Tekken 8 is really dominating right now, is because people want 3D fighting games, and Tekken's all they got right now. So thank God it's good, but I'm getting off track here. I think that Akira is kind of just a no-brainer in my opinion. I'm surprised he didn't join back in Tekken 7. They've pretty much already got a moveset made out for him. I mean, this is the argument that I made for Ryu Hayabusa joining this game. He featured in Dead or Alive, another 3D fighting game, which I just looked up. Dead or Alive came out 1 year after Soul Calibur 6, so, you know, 5 years ago. That's not the worst. 5 years doesn't sound like a lot though, but kinda is. Now, the reason that I do think Harada's post could be softly confirming Akira as a character in the future, because I've already talked about before how I think that this last character is going to be a legacy character, and Season 1's just going to be all legacy characters, and then Season 2 is where things might get interesting. I don't know though, it's still, you know, up in the air. I do know that Sega a little while ago said that they're going to be announcing a new game, and I believe they specified that it would be a fighting game. I will fact check myself while editing this. If that is the case, I do think there is a high probability that it could be Virtual Fighter. If that happens, what better way to promote another 3D fighting game than by putting your character in another 3D fighting game, i.e., Akira and Tekken 8. So, you know, it's just a theory. Obviously, like the whole Mortal Kombat tweet, I could be reading too far into this, but hey, why not? It's fun. I love speculating about stuff like this. But why don't you let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And as always, if you want to talk to me personally, feel free to join the Discord. That link is also down below. And finally, don't forget that I stream Tekken 8 with viewers every week. Sorry this video was kind of all around the place. Sometimes I just let my thoughts just do their own thing. But as always, I appreciate you watching, and you'll see me in the next one. Until then, stay mad.